Hi, this is John Burke, and I'm not coming to you as Pastor John, but as John Burke, a proud citizen of the United States, because I'm concerned, very concerned, I might add, about what's going on in the world today. Most likely, let me say not in the world, although that's a problem, but in the United States. We've been undergoing a lot of turmoil. And because of a lack of knowledge about who's doing what to whom and what their motivations are, I thought it was important that I did a little searching around. Not deep. I just went on Google and asked the question. Who were the founders of the BLM? And this is what I found out, and I want to pass it along, and you can check it up, check me out, make sure that I'm telling you the truth. It's all there for you to see. There are three women that founded the BLM: Alicia Garza, Patrice Cullors, Cullors, and Opal Tometi, Tometi. Now, only thing that you need to really know, that's to me is very important, is that they are self-proclaimed Marxists. They follow the teachings of Karl Marx, who basically is working toward the end goal of making the whole world communist. So if you think that what's going on in the world is about human rights and getting rid of racism and whatever, which are all noble ideas, I think it's important that if the founders of this organization are Marxists, that they have an agenda. And I also looked up Marxism, because although we're kind of familiar with Joseph Lenin and Joseph Stalin, rather, and Karl Marx, here's what I found by just doing an elementary search. Because this is, if you're a Marxist, this is what you are trying to accomplish. It's an economic social program that would change the way we do things in the United States. In Marxism, and I'm not going to give you every aspect, or maybe use every correct word, but I'm going to give you the basics so that you understand what we're up against. Marxism is against capitalism. And capitalism means we have a fair market. We go to work for somebody. We work hard. We can work our way up the ranks. We can better ourselves and therefore better our families. We can work hard and own our own home. And if we have a business of our own, we can work toward creating a profit for our business so that the business will grow. Now, Marxism is against capitalism. It wants to destroy capitalism. They are against the concept of private property, which means that you would not own anything. It would mean that we all together would be the owners of everything. It also is against the concept of profit from the sale of private property. It's highly criticized by the Marxists. They want to eliminate the classes of people, which sounds noble, which sounds like we want to get rid of the elite, uber rich, and the very, very poor, and we want to put everybody on a level playing field. And if that's all they were doing, then maybe there would be some good things that could be said about that. But here's some other things. Karl Marx considered religion to be the opiate or the opium for the people. His belief was that life is hard and people need a crutch, or they need their 12-pack at the end of the week. They need something, and he considered religion as one of those things. Marxism is basically an atheistic line of thought. And this is a quotation from Karl Marx. The first requisite or requirement of the happiness of the people is the abolition of religion, the getting rid of religion. So we already know they're certainly going to be certainly for disarming the people, the right to bear arms that we have in our Constitution. They want to do away with our Constitution because everything they're for, the Constitution is certainly against. I just want you to think about this, because we have a tendency in the United States to be fairly happy with what we've got going on in our lives. And because of that, sometimes we get so focused on our own personal lives that we almost ignore what's going on until it happens in our neighborhood, in our house, in our front porch. Then we get upset. Well, if we continue to let this BLM have their way, once again, remember the agenda of why they're doing this in the first place. It's to further the cause of Marxism. Now, you may think I'm just a conspiracy theorist, but believe me, when you look up the names of those three gals on Google, it's actually going to tell you more than what I wanted to say here on this live video. And it's going to say that they are for the abolition or the getting rid of our way of life here. And is their goal to make us a communist country, basically. Marxism is kind of headed in that direction. The end result is supposed to be communism. We all share the same thing. None of us lives in a better house than the other person. Nobody, if you're an entrepreneur type that starts your own business, can't do that anymore. There's a reason why, and this is a country that we live in that certainly has its faults. So please bear this in mind. Look up this information. Discuss it with your friends. I'm not asking anybody to hate anybody. Certainly, as a Christian, I'm called to love my enemy. And these folks with what their agenda, and I don't even know that everybody that's involved in this movement even knows what this agenda is all about. So please pray for these people. Pray for them that the Spirit of God would move in their lives and would show them the error of their ways, so that they don't continue to do it. I want our country to be strong, and I want our country to be fair in the way it treats individuals. We have the rule of law as a protection. We have checks and balances that our founding fathers put into our governmental system to keep one person from having too much power. So, we have the executive branch, which includes the president. We have the judicial branch, which includes the Supreme Court and all the federal judges. We've got the legislative branch, which is the Senate and House of Representatives. And there are checks and balances. I do not want to see this country go down the road of being a communist country. We've fought against this in the past, and we've become, I would say, as a nation, we've become kind of weak, and we've let our guard down. And I'm just saying we need to pray for these people, but we also need to stand firm and not allow this kind of thing to go on any further. If that means contacting your congressman or your representative to let them know that you want us to stand firm against this movement, instead of us just being quiet and sitting in the background. Well, that's really all I've got to say about that, and I hope you'll really think long and hard about this and look it up. Don't trust me. Don't trust what I'm saying. My agenda is only that I want this country to be strong and not to be led down this path. So I thank you very much for listening to me, and may God bless you, and keep praying for these folks. Amen.